Jane King, presented by Lee Kossel and Feigley Attorneys at Law.
Jane starts with some new features for Threads.
This is Meta's first update to the app, Jane.
That's right, Scott and Kylie. So this is the first one since they launched earlier this month. They've only been around a couple of weeks now. So the company announced a Follows tab. So that will make it easier for users to see who is following them. And users will also be able to access a translate button to read text in other languages. Well, U.S. regulators announced a nationwide crackdown to stop illegal robocalls and telemarketing calls. The crackdown is known as Operation Stop Scam Calls. It involves the Federal Trade Commission as well as 101 other federal and state law enforcement agencies. Now, these authorities want to stop lead generators as well that trick consumers by offering rewards or even job interviews so that the consumer provides personal information that is then sold to telemarketers. Well, fast food giant In-N-Out is banning employees in 5 states from wearing masks unless they have a medical note. Employees in Nevada, Arizona, Utah, Texas, and Colorado will be affected by this policy. It starts in August, and the only states that are exceptions are California and Oregon. Well, Microsoft shares closed at a record high after the company announced pricing for its new Microsoft 365 Artificial Intelligence subscription service. Microsoft's Copilot service is adding AI to the popular products like Word, Excel, and Teams, and it will cost an additional $30 a month. Stocks extended the winning streak. In fact, the Dow's now been up 7 straight days. Closed yesterday at the highest since April of 2022. And today we are looking a little bit positive. So we'll see if we can make it 8 in a row. Live from the NASDAQ market site, I'm Jane King. Back to you.
Jane, it sounds like dog owners may be admittedly pet pampering to a fault.
It does sound like that. This new survey finds 2 in 3 dog owners claim their dogs could never survive in the wild without them. Now, this was commissioned by Now Fresh and conducted by one poll, and it found the average person believes their pup could only take care of themselves for about 2 days. A third thinks their dogs would last less than a day. Many said the dogs live a life of luxury compared to their ancestors.
Meanwhile, the dogs are all thinking, my owner would never survive a day without me.
Sure.
Wild or elsewhere.
Oh, no. I just feel like there are also so many hazards that humans have created for dogs, and that's one thing, too. I mean, downtown, cars, all this stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody's giving Fido, a pat on the back and say, I'll see you in 3 days, buddy.
Exactly. Right.
Let's not test that theory. Jane, is